When it gets this chilly outside, nothing beats snuggling up to read a good book. So here's a few that are reading late into the night because there's no good stopping point kind of good. I hope you enjoy them. Let's get started with The Book of Longings by Sue Monk Kidd. I am Anna. I was the wife of Jesus. Anna was raised in a wealthy family in Sepphoris with ties to the ruler of Galilee. Anna is rebellious and ambitious, a relentless seeker with a brilliant, curious mind and a daring spirit. She yearns for a pursuit worthy of her life, but finds no outlet for her considerable talents in a society that includes few roles for women. Defying the expectations placed on women, she engages in furtive, scholarly pursuits and writes secret narratives about neglected and silenced women. When she meets the 18-year-old Jesus, each is drawn to and enriched by the other's spiritual and philosophical ideas. Grounded in meticulous historical research and written with a reverential approach to Jesus' life that focuses on his humanity, The Book of Longings is an inspiring account of one woman's struggle to realize the passion and potential inside her, while living in a time, place, and culture designed to silence her. Next up is The White Coat Diaries by Maddie Sinha. Grey's Anatomy meets Scrubs in this debut novel about a young doctor's struggle to survive residency, love, and life. Having spent the last 20-something years with her nose in a textbook, brilliant and driven Nora Kapadia has just landed the medical residency of her dreams. But one incredibly disastrous first day, and she's ready to pack it in. Disgruntled patients, sleep deprivation, and her duty to be the perfect Indian daughter have her questioning her future as a doctor. Enter Chief Resident Ethan Cantor. He's everything Nora aspires to be. The attendings respect and admire him. He's calm during emergencies. He's charismatic with the patients. As he morphs from Nora's mentor into something more, it seems her luck is finally changing. However, just as things are looking up, a fatal medical mistake is made, and Nora is pulled into a cover-up. After the first disastrous day, she really thought things would never get worse than that. Now she must decide how far she's willing to go to protect the secret. What if doing no harm means risking her career and the future for which she's worked so hard? Next up, Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. This is a provocative and suspenseful novel that is keenly in touch with the complexities of parenthood, race, and class. Leave the World Behind explores how our closest bonds are reshaped and unexpected new ones forged in a moment of crisis. Amanda and Clay head out to a remote corner of Long Island, expecting a vacation, a quiet reprieve from life in New York City, some quality time with their son and daughter, and a taste of the good life in the luxurious home they've rented for a week. But a late-night knock on the door breaks that spell. Ruth and GH are an older couple. They're Black. They say it's their house, and they've arrived in a panic. They bring the news that a sudden blackout has swept the city, but in this rural area, with the TV and the internet now down and no cell phone service, it's hard to know what to believe. Should Amanda and Clay trust this couple? Should this couple trust Amanda and Clay? What happened back in New York? Is the vacation home, isolated from civilization, a truly safe place for their family? Are they safe from one another? Leave the World Behind was written before the coronavirus crisis, and yet it taps brilliantly into that feeling of generalized panic that's attached itself to the virus, and seems to mingle fears about the climate, inequality, racism, and our over-reliance on technology. As the reader moves through the book, a new voice interjects, an omniscient narrator who begins to allow us gradual access to the terrifying events taking place across America. And last, but never least, The Searcher by Tana French. Retired detective Cal Hooper finds himself a fixer-upper in a bucolic and remote village in West Ireland. After 25 years on the Chicago police force and a bruising divorce, he just wants to build a new life in a pretty spot with a good pub where nothing much happens. His plans are to fix up the dilapidated cottage he's bought, to walk the mountains, and to put his old police instincts to bed forever. He soon realizes that someone is creeping around the cottage, however, and it turns out to be a wayward local boy named Trey Reddy. Before long, Trey is coming around regularly to help Cal and to learn carpentry. Eventually, Trey confesses the real reason he's been hanging around. He knows that Cal's a retired cop, and he wants Cal to find out what happened to his beloved 19-year-old brother Brendan, who vanished from the family cottage months ago. The local police have been useless, prejudiced as they are against the entire Reddy family as a pack of lazy troublemakers. And so it is that Cal, despite his reluctance, gets drawn into the case. As Cal begins to uncover layers of darkness beneath his picturesque retreat, he starts to realize that something is very wrong in this community. Even small towns shelter dangerous secrets. This is a compulsive psychological thriller, and I will tell you that the great power of this suspense story comes from the slow and measured pacing and the intensifying evil of the atmosphere. I hope you enjoy some long nights snuggled up by a fire and reading some great books. Enjoy!